Okay, so I'm going to show how to disassemble an HP Pavilion 15 notebook PC. So first what you want to do is turn it off, of course. Alright, remove the battery. Make sure this goes to unlock position. So right now it's already unlocked, but make sure it's in unlocked. And then slide this one out and the battery will come out just like that. Alright, usually after I remove the battery, I like to hold the power button for a few seconds just to drain any residual power. Alright, after you do that, remove all the screws from the bottom. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 screws from here. Then you got 2 to remove this cover. So undo those 2 and then take the cover out. You might need a prying tool or something to get your fingers under here because these clips are here. Alright. And then this one's for the CD drive, so make sure to pull the CD drive out just like that. Okay. Alright. After that, then there's 3 more screws underneath here. 1, 2, 3. Right. Remove those 3 screws, and under here there's 1, 2, 3, and then there's also the screw for the wireless card, so you want to remove that. So let me show you here. To make it easier, you can remove the antennas first. Just pull up from the back as close to the connector as you can and just tilt it, and then it should come out just like that. Okay, same thing with this one. Just pull it up. Alright, then just thread them around the little clips here. Alright, try to remove the wireless card. Just undo the screw. It'll pop up diagonal like that. To put it back, you have to put it diagonally like that as well, and then you can just pull it, wiggle it out. Alright, you can see the RAM here. So as you can see, let me actually show you. So this is an 8 gig stick. You can put another stick of RAM. Yours might not come with 8 gigs. It might be like 2 gigs or 4 gigs, but you can see this is 8 gig, 12800. This is a DDR3 PC3L. Okay. Alright, once you remove all those screws, then what you want to do is open it up slightly, flip it over. Alright, and then I like to use my fingernails, or you can use a pry tool. Just get between the gap here and just pull on it, just like that. Okay, so it's easier if you have it kind of sideways like this, so you can kind of pull it while it's going. Alright, and just do that, go all the way around. Alright, be a little careful with these because you can sometimes break the plastic. Alright, so just go all the way around. Alright. Alright. The back is a little tricky, so what you want to do for the back, once you get all those clips up, just grab on the edge here and you can kind of pull on it and you should feel it pop. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, you have to actually remove the keyboard first before you can pull this whole panel off. So what you want to do, it's hard to see, but there's like little clips in the very top edge. So I like to start with the middle, and then usually what I do is I slide the tool until I feel it hit one of those clips, like here, and then you can just go on the edge and pry it forward like that. Okay, and then usually I try and use my hand to hold it up while I go along the edge of the keyboard, find another one, and then just pop it as well. Okay, let's see here. It's hard to do this with one hand. If I can do it with one, you can do it with 2. So just go along the edges, find where the clips are. Okay, there's another one there, and then just pry it out. Okay, just like that. Go along. There's another one. Alright, and just pry it up. Okay, once you get all the clips up, you can do this. I like to push down here a little bit while I pull up, so it kind of flexes it like this. It makes it so these edges can come out easily. Okay, just like that. See, same thing with this side. Alright, once you do that, keep it at an angle because the cable's underneath. So you see the cable. What you want to do is you want to lift this up like this. Just pry it. Okay, and then this cable will come out. So the same thing when you put it back. You want to make sure this thing is up, okay, and then push the cable back in. It might be a little tough, but yeah, let's see. It's getting stuck on here. Okay, come on, let go. gets stuck, just push it again and then try and flip it again. There we go. Okay, so there's some dirt under there. So I cleaned out most of this already, but usually when there's dust, I would just take a little toothbrush and just brush it out. So for now, let's see if I can get that. Is that dirt? Yep. Well, I'll clean it later. So there's 2 more connectors here. So you want to remove these 2, flip these up, and then just grab the little blue tab and pull it. Okay, same with this one. Grab the little blue tab. Be careful not to squeeze the cable. They fold it over. If you pinch it too much, you can damage it. Then there'll be screws under here. There's 1, 2. Let's see here. It's hard to see with the camera, so sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 5 under here. Okay, so now after that, you can actually go to lifting up all the rest of it. Otherwise, you can't remove it. Okay, so just go along the edges here. Do that. I already pried up these edges. Let's see. It's easier to let gravity help me since I'm using one hand. But yeah, basically pull on it like that with your nails between the gaps. Alright, and just go all the way around. So all the clips are already released. Alright. Alright, open it back up. There's still one strong clip here. There we go. Alright. So once you get all of that, the back corners can be a little bit tricky, like these ones. But once you pull up here, it should be easier to get out. Just go like that and try and like pull it forward. Alright. And then just go like that and wiggle this and it'll all come out. Here you can see. That's how they have the trackpad lined up and the power button. Okay. And you can see underneath here, I took a little toothbrush and cleaned all the dust out, and then I used a strong like air blower and blew this out. Those little cans don't work too well. I use actually an electric one called a Sidekick Blaster by Metrovac. It looks like that. So yeah, okay. Then you got the LCD connector here. The DC jack goes underneath. So to replace that, you'd actually have to take the whole board out. I'm not going to take the board out though. Then you can see the speaker here. One of the wires runs all the way to this speaker, and then the wire goes to the board from this speaker. All right, and then you see the wireless antennas going here. It goes underneath the board. You got the connector for the optical drive. Then you got the connector here for these ports here on the side, and the lights. All right, so to remove the hard drive, what you want to do is you actually have to remove this. And you actually have to take this screw out as well. So they actually made this kind of, I don't know why they put it on top. They could have put it underneath because you're more likely going to change the hard drive than that cable. But yeah, so once you take that cable out, just be careful. I wouldn't yank on the cable. Try and pull on these connectors to lift it because the cable's fragile, okay? So just go on this, lift it up, and you can get it out. Alright, once you got it out, then you can kind of lift it out by the cable. See, and now that you got that, you can actually take the hard drive out. You have to lift the back first, because this thing extends out into these grooves, and then these ones go underneath, so you have to take that board out first. So then you can actually do that, and you can wiggle this back and then take it out. This is just a SATA connector. To remove it, you just pull this straight back. I like to go between the groove here because sometimes you pull on it, you can actually rip the cover off. So I'll go with my nail between the groove like that and just push against the SSD or hard drive, and it comes out just like that. Okay. So as you can see, there's not much else to it. There's another screw here if you want to remove the logic board, and another screw here. One more, and then I think that was it. I don't think there's anything under that one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll really help me out. And hope this video helped you out. Right? Thanks. Bye. And that's the model number just in case you need to replace.